everybody. Welcome back to Meals with Marcia. Today I want to share a recipe with you, and it is called Bruschetta Dip. I'm excited to show you this, so let's get started. Okay, I am very country, and I have been making bruschetta forever, and bruschetta is just basically like you do tomatoes, onions, olive oil, and seasonings, garlic, and feta, and things like that. You mix it all together, and you eat it on like toast, like melba toast or crispy toast, whatever. A baguette that's been toasted, however you want to call it. Well, I found this recipe online for this, but now I call my bruschetta Italian tomato salad because I'm just country. But anyway, this is called bruschetta dip. I'm excited. I have bought the Boursin garlic and fine herb, and I have left it sitting out for a little while. This stuff looks delicious. I have never had this before. I'm using my Italian tomato salad, or bruschetta is the proper people call it, to put on top of this, and it makes a dip. So anyway, we're going to start out. I've had this sitting out for a couple of hours because I want it to be soft so it will be easy to put in the bottom of this pan. This is just a pie pan. Actually, it's my favorite pie pan got broken a couple of weeks ago, and if you've watched me any length of time, when I lose something in my kitchen, I mourn over it, and I know that is the craziest thing you've ever heard, but I get used to having certain things in my kitchen, and when they're gone, I'm sad. All right, now we're going to press this in the bottom. Now this ain't real cheap. I did buy it at Aldi, and I thought it was a little bit cheaper at Aldi, but we're just going to take this. Actually, I said this is a pie pan. It's about the size of a pie pan, but this is actually a campfire plate. Like, I got a set of 4, and you can use them when you go camping, and you can wash them, but it's about the size of a pie plate because it's got the lip on the side of it. But I'm just going to smooth this out underneath it. I can't wait to eat this because I love these tomatoes. Now, we're going to talk about tomatoes for just a moment. Summertime tomatoes, you just can't beat them. I do not like hothouse tomatoes, and I don't buy them much. But what I have found in the winter, when those hothouse tomatoes just ain't that good, you can get the tomatoes that's still on the vine. Those are not too bad. Or you can get Roma tomatoes. These hold up. These are firm, and they hold up really, really good in the wintertime. They're not like mushy and seedy. I don't even know how to explain the hothouse ones, but these right here are firm, and they are good. So this is what I'm using today. I've got 4 of these Roma tomatoes cut up in this bowl. Anyway, I've got this in the bottom. Excited. Now, here's my tomatoes. I've just cut them up into small pieces. You need a really sharp knife, or you need a serrated knife when you're cutting tomatoes, because if it's not really sharp, it won't cut through that skin good. Lots of people peel their tomatoes. My granny used to peel her tomatoes, but I do not peel my tomatoes. We eat the skin and all. And then you're going to need just a little bit of a sweet onion. I finally diced it. And like I said, I'm just doing enough to put on top of this. You can make this as large as you want, as much as you want. And then I need some minced garlic, and I've just got some jarlic. I'm just going to do, I don't know, maybe like almost a teaspoon. And we'll taste it and see if it needs more. We'll do more. And then I'm just going to do some salt and pepper to taste. Get you some salt in there. And then this is some cilantro. This is just dry cilantro. You can do fresh if you want. I don't have any, so I'm just going to do a little bit of cilantro. I like the way cilantro tastes. Some people say, my daughter has this experience, you either love cilantro, or when you eat it, it tastes like dish soap. But I don't have that gene, obviously, because I love it. It does not taste like dish soap to me. All right, now we're going to do feta cheese. I've just got some chucked feta here. Just going to put that in there. I don't know if I'm going to use it all or not. Let me see. It's to your taste and how much you want. And feta can be salty, so, you know, if you don't want it to taste too salty. And you can back up on the salt if you want. And I'm using sea salt today. I have been lately. I think I'm on this enough right now. I'll see. I did not get a napkin. Hang on one second. Let me get a cloth to wipe my hands off. I'm making a dang mess over here without a cloth. All right. Now, this is what we're looking like so far. Now I'm going to drizzle some olive oil in there. This is just some I bought at Aldi. Some extra virgin olive oil. Just coat it really good with that. Like I said, this is a great summertime to eat this in the summertime, just to eat this. But when I saw this dip with that Boursin cheese, I was like, I'm gonna be trying that. I'm gonna be trying that. Okay. Now I'm gonna taste of this and see if it needs anything else in it. If it needs any more garlic or anything, and then we'll move on from there. Like I said, love this stuff. And like I said, I call it Italian tomato salad, but it is properly called bruschetta or bruschetta. I'm probably not saying it right, and that's fine too. All right, let's see here. I think it needs some more garlic. So I'm a garlic person though. Now, if you don't have minced garlic, you can use fresh. Excuse me. You can use fresh if you want. I love those onions in there too. I think I'm gonna put a little bit more salt, a little bit more pepper. All right. So there you have it. And now I'm going to pour this over the Boursin cheese and spread it out. Now, I'm gonna get that juice out too from that olive oil. That olive oil gives it a great flavor. Now this is delicious. I know it's gonna be delicious because I love that cheese, and then I love this bruschetta. Okay, all right. Now you can put glaze on it. You can do balsamic. I have balsamic vinegar, or I have a strawberry flavored glaze. And I don't know why this is intriguing me. And I know this is a tomato, but I'm telling y'all, I may try some. But I'm gonna put a little bit of balsamic vinegar on top, just touch it a little bit. And then I'm gonna put that glaze on there, because that just sounds really good to me. Balsamic strawberry glaze. Oh my gosh, yeah. And you could get plain balsamic glaze if you want. But look at that, guys, right there. I can't wait to taste it. Now, it's probably gonna be better if I let it set and marry together for a little while, but I can't wait. You know me, I gotta do it now. I'll clean the mess up just a little bit here. I got to get some of the trash up. Okay, now these right here, I got these at Aldi's, and these are bagel chips with sea salt. Now you could get you some bread, and you could toast up some bread and have with this, but these is very, very hard, so they're not gonna break under the pressure of eating this dip. Here we go. I can't wait to eat this. Oh my word. Y'all, you need to try this. This is so good. And that strawberry glaze is good. This balsamic glaze, like I said, you can get plain balsamic glaze. And I put some of the balsamic vinegar on there. But man, that gives it a little sweet something. Let me get another bite. I'm gonna taste it one more time. Oh yeah, it's delicious. Now my mama, if she was here, she'd probably just get a spoon and eat this just like it is. Because she loves bruschetta, and she's never had that Boursin cheese, but I know she'll love it. But guys, try this. You can make it ahead of time and cover it and put it in the refrigerator and chill it, and it would probably be even more delicious than it is right now. But guys, this is a great summer dip. Take to a party, or if you're entertaining people and you want to have something set out, like while you're finishing up the meal or whatever, that would be absolutely perfect. So yum, yum, yum. I got all that stuff in my teeth. But anyway, start to finish, how to make bruschetta dip. Guys, if you enjoyed this, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, Meals with Marcia. And don't forget that everything you need and how to make this is going to be in the description of this video. God bless, and I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.